Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we have a list of 10 unknown Wonderkids that cost less than £1 million. First up, we have Ali Reyna, a guy from Syria, 18 years old, centre-back. Very good attributes, very well-rounded, not really got any weaknesses. Perfectionist personality as well, which helps. Quite tall, 6'1", still room to grow. And if you look at his value, £2,000 to £6,000. This is probably the cheapest of the whole bunch. He looks brilliant. It looks like he could get better. His potential is one of the lowest on this list, but it's still pretty high. And even if he's at the low end of this potential, you'll still be able to sell him for like £3 or £4, £5 million. So I think he's an absolute no-brainer. So Ali Reyna, I think we can get him for 3k. Absolutely no problem, right? There we go. First one, Ali Reyna. Fantastic. Get him in. Second on the list is Al Asvad, and again, we're sticking to Syria with his mate Ali Reyna. Again, very, very, very low value as always. If you guys want these two players to load up in your games, you have to load players from Syria in the advanced menu at the start of your save. You can't add them in mid-save, unfortunately. So if you want these guys, you have to add them in at the start. That's the same for most of these. Most of them, you have to load the players in from the start of the game. If they're not in, then unlucky. Sorry. Yeah, Al Asvad's fantastic. Again, attacking midfield centre, attacking midfield right. A little bit low on dribbling, but good personality like his friend Reyna. 17 determination. Very good physical attributes for his age, only 19. And yeah, fantastic player. Pick him up. You'll not be disappointed. A very high potential on Al Asvad. I've seen him on one of my saves be worth 50, 60 million, and he was at Borussia Dortmund. So I'm talking big, big cash. Over to Africa now, and we have Lamine Camara, coming from the same club as Sadio Mane, which is Generation Foot. He's wanted at the start by Stade Rennes, which is obviously a very good club. He's 18 years old, and if you look at his attributes, he's already got fantastic ones. So if we're looking at midfield attributes, he's got a lot of 14s in a lot of very good areas. First touch, passing, technique, vision, determination, decisions, composure, agility, acceleration, natural fitness, and pace. So this guy is a very mobile box-to-box slash style midfielder. Now, I know he's got a few areas of concern, like aggression 5 and positioning 6. But if you look at him, and we just look at his value, between 8 and 80k. Bring this guy in, loan him out, and give him first team football, whatever. If it's at your club or somewhere else, give him first team football and watch this guy fly, honestly. Next up, and we're still in Africa, we have Jean-Eric Mosu. 17 years old, defensive midfielder this time. Could potentially play centre-back if you're looking for him maybe in a back three as like a libero, because he's not that tall. Very, very good attributes again. 15 first touch, 14 tackling. Not really got anything that's going to let him down massively. The lowest attribute I can see is 8, which is brilliant. Again, value 7 to 75k. There's going to be a lot of these guys. They're very cheap, very high potential. Even if you get a low potential, because they're in a range, most of these guys, between a certain amount and a certain amount. I don't want to spoil it on video. If you want, I can put it in the description below the potentials, because I don't really want to spoil it. I want you guys to sort of explore these players. But I just take my word for it, they're all very good potential if you get a really high roll of them. If you get the bottom end, they're still very good, still very much worth their price, times 20, times 50 times that. But yeah, Jean-Eric Mosu, another African talent, as there's a lot of talent coming from Africa every single year we see. And he's one of them, and he's fantastic. Snap him up. At number 5, we have Amadou Ndiaye. Just look at him. What a fantastic left back. He's got everything. He's 18. He costs less than 200k. And for me, in my opinion, I'm the most excited about this guy in the whole list. Because it's so hard to find fullbacks. This guy could just explode and become amazing. So I'm going to start a new save up and bring all these guys in on this list and just see how good they can all be. But again, you guys just want to explore this. Just if you've got a couple of £1 million in your budget and you've just started a new save, pick up all these guys. Let me know how you get on. Post some screenshots. Jump in my Discord, my Twitch, whatever you want to do, and show them off, because honestly, they're going to be amazing. I can feel it. And Ndiaye for me is very exciting. Less than 200k. Left back, no weaknesses. Pick him up. So, plenty of Africans on this list, but quickly we're jumping on a flight to Peru. We have Piero Quispe. Piero Quispe is a very good player. It looks like a Mazzala to me. Good dribbling, good first touch. We could even turn him into a fullback, honestly. 12 tackling, 12 marking, work on his positioning, and you've got a fantastic right back if you really want. So, Piero Quispe is one of the most expensive guys on this list, as between 800 and 800k, but again, less than the £1 million I said. I had to include him because he has very good dribbling, first touch and passing, and he just looks completely all-round very good. So if we go into Pierre Keesp, let's see how much we can pick him up for. Let's negotiate. So let's go for, straight away, let's go for 300k. It's going to be more than that, but let's go with a low ball. We're going to put a percentage of player profit for sale in, and then we're going to remove it and exclude it so they can't include that in the negotiation. Because what we don't want is we don't want to sign Piero up. We don't want to sell him on for 10, 12, 15 million, however much we can get for him, and then someone picks up 40%. We don't want that, so we're going to exclude that from the negotiation. We're going to suggest terms. What do they want? 300k. Bang. Straight in. You could probably get him for less than that. There we go. Piero Keesp is not one of the most expensive then, maybe. Or maybe he is. We don't know. Piero Keesp. Remember the name. Now we're back over to Africa again, and this time it's Zimbabwe. We've got Prince and Love, attacking midfielder. If you just look at his attributes, I'll let them speak for themselves. 15 dribbling, 15 first touch, 15 technique, 14 teamwork, 15 decisions, and 5'11" too, which helps a little bit, I suppose, if you like your height and your tall players. Look at his value, £500 to 4k. What a player. 16 years old, attacking midfielder, could play striker if you fancied it. Few little problems with him, but nothing you can't sort out. Get him in a mentoring group, sort that balanced personality out. I've got a video on mentoring if you want to check that out too. So yeah, go and do that. Again, even on the low end of this guy's potential, it's still pretty high. You will not be disappointed with him. Check him out, buy him, scout him, whatever you want to do. Recommend him to friends, recommend the video to friends, that'd be fantastic. And pick up Prince and Love, and you'll not be disappointed. Still in Africa yet again, surprise, surprise, and it's Nigeria this time with Nathaniel Nwosu. Plays for Water FC in Nigeria, and he's worth less than 100 grand. You could probably get him for 50. Like I said, always make sure with all these deals, like I said for the other one, make sure you add in potential of percentage of profit from next sale and potential, and make sure you click remove and exclude negotiation, and then make sure you add in percentage of next sale and also remove and exclude that from negotiation. Because what these clubs like to do, which is very normal, is when you bid for these guys, what will happen is the club themselves will add those in and try and get like a percentage of your next fee. And you don't want that. You don't want to be losing £5-6 million down the road. So let's see if we can get him for 40k. We'll probably get him for less than that. There you go. 40 bang on. You try for 30, 20 if you're a bit tight on cash. But Nathaniel Nwosu, if we go back to his attributes, 14 handling, 14 kicking, 14 reflexes, very good jumping, very fast as well if you want him to be a sweeper keeper, good bravery as well for that, good decision making which helps with the sweeper keeping, and yeah, fantastic. Also guys, just a quick one, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be fantastic. Just hit the button down below. We're on our way to 2.5k, and if you can be a part of it, I would be massively, massively appreciative of that. So hit the button, hit the like button, hit a comment as well, let me know what you're thinking, let me know if you've bought one of these guys and what you think of them. And yeah, that'd be fantastic. So Nathaniel Nwosu, pick him up. At number 9, we have our only European on the list. We have Lucas Bergvall. Now on this list, there's a lot of centre midfielders, so you might not want them all, but you might want them all. We'll see. I don't know. It's up to you. That's your decisions. But we have Lucas Bergvall. He plays for Brommapojana in Sweden. They have a very famed academy, a very good academy, and he has been picked up in real life as Bergvall, I think by Gothenburg, someone told me. So this is probably the last patch before you can get him for this cheap. But this guy's got really high potential. One of the highest potential on the list. If you get a really high roll, we're talking 60-70 million pound player. So even on the low end, you're talking 20s, 30s. So Lucas Bergvall is definitely one to pick up. The thing with this guy is he plays in the Swedish second division. So you have to load that on itself. You have to load players from Sweden, or you have to load in the Swedish second division. So the Swedish first division, I don't think he'll load up. So if you've loaded the Swedish leagues and he's not there, that's why they're in the second tier. So yeah, make sure you get Lucas Bergvall. You'll be able to get him for 250k, 16 years old. Amazing attributes, even just now from at this age. So you've heard of Didier Drogba, George Weah, Samuel Eto'o, and Roger Miller. I present to you Lebase and Gom. This guy is fantastic. Senegalese, he's a natural attacking midfielder, but for me, he's a striker all day long, and he's worth less than 200k. Look at the attributes. 6'3", he can run, his work rate, he's got everything that you would possibly need. Work on his composure, and he's off the ball, and this guy should smash goals in for you. He's fantastic. I'm going to, again, One of my viewers have signed him, and he was fantastic for him. So I'm going to pick him up as well on my saves, and we'll see how he gets on. But yeah, Labassi and Gom. Remember the name, the next African striker to come through. The last player on this list, and there's been a lot of Africans, which is fantastic to see. But everyone on this list has good potential, some higher than others. Again, if you guys want, I can put them in the description below. That's no problem. I just didn't want to spoil the potentials for you guys. I wanted you sort of find it out. But yeah, make sure you all sign them, and make sure you let me know in the comments below how they get on for you, and if you already knew about them. Maybe some of you guys were like, I knew him, Lewis, I knew him, not that unknown. I'm hoping most of you don't know about them. So Labassi and Gom is number 10. And I'm hoping you enjoyed them all. I tried to get... There's a lot of centre midfielders, but I tried to get and make sure I got a left back, we got a striker in Gom, we got a goalkeeper, we got a centre back, we got a winger. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the list. If you did, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment. And until next time, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.